So we will start within 5 minutes. So please wait.
ओम गं गणपतये नमो नमः श्रीसिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया गं गणपतये नमो नमः श्रीसिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया.
So we have taken the check for shear. Now after this, just a moment. Now after the check for shear, we will move to the further part, design of toe slab. So next is the design of toe slab. Design of toe slab. So to design the toe slab now, I will draw the diagram first. So our retaining wall So now we have considered this type of wall. Okay. For offline examination, they also mention the type. The stem is trapezoidal, rectangular. Accordingly, you should take the shape. So in the previous numerical, we have taken it as a trapezoidal. Here we have considered it as a rectangular, so that both the types will get covered. So now this length, total length, this is 4 meter. Then this one, this toe slab, this length of the toe slab is 1 meter. Okay. So now if I draw the pressure intensity diagram, then the pressure intensity diagram below this will be like this. Let me know the values of pressure intensities we have calculated in the morning session. This is Q max and here it is Q minimum. So what was the value of our pressure intensities? Can you tell me the values? Q max and Q minimum. एका तासापूर्वीच आपण केलेले आहे. Q max, Q minimum values. 149.78 Q max. Ultimate values I am asking. I am asking for ultimate values. 149.78. Is it Q max or Q minimum?
It's Q max equal to 224.6.
Okay, it is 224.67 kilonewton per meter square. And what is the value of Q minimum?
67.11.
Good. 67.11. Okay. So these are the values now. Now we want to design the toe slab. So we will take our critical section, and here our critical section is at this place. So I will draw the critical section. So this is our critical section for designing the toe slab. Okay. So either we can go for left hand side or we can go for right hand side to calculate the bending moment and load and all the calculations. So we will go for the left hand side. On the left hand side, if you see here, so this depth of slab, this it is 0.3 meter. This dimension is also 0.3. This is also 0.3 meter. Okay. And this one, this dimension, it is 2.7. So now you can consider the left hand side. So here you can see we are having the trapezoidal shape. We need to evaluate all the forces and we have to want to calculate the moment. Okay. So how many forces are there? If you see, here is the soil pressure which is acting upwards. It is in trapezoidal shape, and here is the load, weight of this toe slab which is acting downward. So these two things we need to consider while doing our calculation. So our first thing is we need to find out what is this ordinate. This ordinate we need to find out. So to find out this ordinate, what we will do, we will consider the whole trapezoidal, this section, and then we will drop one perpendicular from here. So I will drop one perpendicular from this side over here. This is the perpendicular. So after dropping the perpendicular, this ordinate is known to us, this much. How much it is? 224.67 minus 61.11. What is the answer? 224.67 minus 67.11. 157.56. This is 157.56, this ordinate. Okay. So from this now, we can calculate how much is this ordinate. Okay, so we can calculate this. So we will use this linear theory. So for 4 span, if the span is 4, if this total span is 4, then the ordinate, now consider this triangle only. Here you can consider now this triangle. In this triangle now, this ordinate is known to us. So we want to calculate this one. So this length is 4 up from here to here. And from starting point to here, this length is 3. So this horizontal length is 3. So now here for 4, what is the ordinate? It is 157.56. So for 3 length, how much it is? X. To do the cross multiplication, you will get the answer. Please check the answer. This ordinate I have got it as a 118.17. Please also cross verify. This value is 118.17. Is it right? Check it. Okay. So now we can add in this ordinate 1. Okay. So if we want this total ordinate, आता आपला focus कुठे आहे बघा, we want this total ordinate. We want this total ordinate. So now if I want this total ordinate now, this total. So how much it is? In 118.17, add 67.11. So its total ordinate is 185.28. Is it right? 185.28. Okay, correct. So 185.28. So the first part is over. I am in need of this total ordinate that I have got. So remaining part I will erase it now. So I don't require this. Now this ordinate is also not required to me. Okay. So now we have got this total ordinate we have got. Now what we will do, we will now consider the left hand side only. So on the left hand side, you can see this much of area is there. This much of area is there on the left hand side. So again, we will divide it into the area, this area. So triangle and rectangle. So I will drop one perpendicular from this point. So this is the perpendicular which I have dropped. Okay. So if this total ordinate is 185.28, this small ordinate of this triangle, this ordinate for the triangular shape, this will be how much? It is 224.67 minus 185.28. So this will be 39.39. Please check the calculations. This ordinate is 39.39. Okay. Now we will calculate the bending moment. So before calculating the bending moment, I will show you the centroid from where these forces are acting. So first of all, we will consider this rectangle. Now if you consider this rectangle, this ordinate of this rectangle which is above shape, it is 185.28. This length, it is 1 meter. So the CG of this rectangle will be situated somewhere here. And the force acting will be like this. Okay. And this will cause the moment. Then when you think about the second area, now the second area is this triangle, this triangular shape having this ordinate as 39.39. So this is the right angle triangle. So the centroid of this triangle will be situated somewhere here near from right angle triangle. It is at a distance of b by 3 and h by 3. Somewhere here the centroid will be there. And if you show the force will act like this. This is from the triangle force is acting. Now next thing is you should also consider the weight of this toe slab. So the dimension is 1 by 0.3 into 25. If you do, you will get the weight. And that weight will act through the centroid. So here somewhere the centroid will be there. And from this centroid, this weight is acting. The weight of the toe slab is acting from the centroid. Okay. So now we need to take the moment of all these three forces about the section, so that we will get the bending moment to design the toe slab. So I will write here bending moment M is equal to, it is, now I will consider upward forces positive, downward forces negative. Moment of upward forces positive, moment of downward forces negative. So the upward force is this one first, it is 185.28 into 1 into, if this total is 1, so it will act at a distance of 1 by 2. It is moving upward. I am taking it as a plus. In second bracket, this triangle, so it is area of this triangle is half into base is 1 into height is 39.39. Okay. Half into base into height. So this is plus moving upward. Now see, from right angle, it is b by 3. It is at a distance of b by 3. But we want the moment about this section. So from this section, the distance of this centroid, this will be 2/3 of base. Okay. इकडे right angle पासून किती वर असतो CG 1/3 वर. From right angle, it is at a distance of 1/3. So from this side, because our section is at this side, so from this side it is 2/3. So it will be 2 by 3 of 1. Base is 1. Okay. minus, now this load, so it is 1 into 0.3 is the dimension of the toe slab into 25 as it is made up of concrete to 25 into the distance of this is, if this total is 1 meter, it is 1 by 2. So this is your mu, directly the moment you are getting. Because already we have multiplied by 1.5 to the intensity. So whatever value of the moment we are getting, that is our ultimate value. So calculate this. One 185.28. You also calculate this. One 102.02. Okay, so the mu is 102.02 kilonewton meter. Okay, so the bending moment is 102.02. So now take the check for depth. What is the depth over here? Okay, what depth we have provided? So we have provided here the depth. This our overall depth is 0.3. So effective depth is 260. So check the depth. So to check, now next is the check for depth. Check for depth. So equate your moment of resistance to bending moment. So equate your maximum bending moment to moment of resistance. So once you equate, it is 102.02 into 10 to the power 6, which is equal to 0.138 FCK B D required square. So if you solve, you will get the value of D required. What is the value of D required? Let me know the answer. One 192.25. Okay, so it is 192.25 mm, which is less than D provided. Provided is 260 mm. So this is safe. This is safe. Okay. Now reinforcement. Reinforcement for toe slab. So use the formula. You know the formula. AST is equal to 0.5 FCKBD upon Fy in bracket 1 minus square root of 1 minus 4.6 mu divided by FCKBD square. So what is the answer? Just put the values. mu is the bending moment. What was the value of mu? It is 102.02 into 10 raised to 6. Whole divided by FCK BD square 20 into 1000 into 260 square. So now solve this bracket and let me know the value of AST. What is the answer? One two zero 2.78. So 1202.78 mm square. Now the area is larger. Area of steel is larger. If you see the stem, in the case of stem, we got the bending moment near about 35. Now here it is 102. So it is more than double. 2.5 times something the bending moment is there right now. Even more, nearly 3 times more than the stem. So here also area of steel is more. So now we need to do what we need to do. We will increase our bar diameter. So instead of going for 12 bar diameter, provide 16 bar diameter. Okay. So provide 16 bar diameter. Use 16 bar diameter. Then number of bars is equal to, it is 1202.78 divided by 5/4 into 16 square. How many number of bars? 5.98. Okay, so 5.98, which is nearly equal to 6 numbers. So calculate now AST provided. AST provided is equal to, we are going to provide 6 bars, each of bar diameter 16. So calculate AST provided. This is 1206.37. Okay. So this is AST provided. Now calculate the spacing. Spacing S is equal to area of single bar divided by AST provided multiplied by width. One 166.67. Okay, it is 166.67 mm. So we will round this up to 160 mm center to center, or you can go for 165 also. So 160 mm center to center here I have written. So I will write the final line. Provide 16 mm diameter bars about about 160 mm center to center. So this is about the main steel of the toe slab. Okay. This is nothing but this is your main steel. Now we will calculate the distribution steel. So next is the distribution steel. Distribution steel. So to calculate the distribution steel now, again, we know the formula for distribution steel. ASTD is equal to 0.12%. So 0.12 by 100 into BD small b capital D. So it will be 1000 into 300. This is your distribution steel. So this is works out to be, we have already calculated 360 mm square. This 360 mm square. So number of bars. Use 12 mm dia bars. Therefore, number of bars is equal to 360 divided by 5 by 4 into 12 square. How much it is? How many number of bars? 3.18. Okay. 3.18, which is nearly equal to 4 numbers. So calculate ASTD provided. What we are now providing, that we need to calculate. 4 bars we are going to provide, each of bar diameter 12. So calculate this value. That is 452.39 mm square. Okay. Now calculate the spacing. Spacing S is equal to, there is now the spacing, we need to calculate the spacing as area of single bar divided by AST provided into 1000. So what is the spacing now? 250 mm. Okay, so it is 250 mm center to center. So at the last we can write provide 12 mm diameter bars about 250 mm center to center. This is your distribution steel. This is your distribution steel. Okay, so here is the design of toe slab for main steel and distribution steel. Okay, we can also take the check for the shear for the toe slab also, but it is also safe. Okay, so there is no need to go for the check. If you want to take the check, I have already tell you the procedure how to take the check. Now Next is the design of hill slab. Design of hill slab. Now I will draw the diagram for the hill slab. Okay, so this is our retaining wall. Now all the dimensions are already known to you. I will draw now this pressure, soil pressure. Now this is 61.67.11. This is 224.67. If any value goes wrong, please tell me at that time only. Then this span, this total span is 4 meter. This is 1 meter. This is 0.3 meter. And this remaining is 2.7 meter. This is 2.7 meter. This total height of retaining wall, total whole height, it is 6.7 meter. If I tell you the height of stem, then this is the height of stem, and this is 6.4 meters. So 6.4 meters from this point to last point. So, and if I take now the critical section, now this is our hill slab. So this is the critical section for hill slab. So either we can go for left hand side or we can go for right hand side. So here we will go for right hand side. Now see, if I drop the perpendicular from this point, this is the perpendicular. This ordinate, this much of ordinate is already known to me. It is 67.11. This ordinate I need to find out what is this one. So how do I find out that ordinate? So it is very easy. It is very easy. Now if I extend the same perpendicular, if I extend this same perpendicular, it will be like this. Okay. And now with this 61.11, I can find out what is this ordinate is already known to me. This ordinate is how much? It is 224.67 minus 67.11. It is 157.56. This also we have already calculated. Now we want to know what is this ordinate. So how to calculate that? So here I can write for 4 meter length, the ordinate is 157.56. So for 2.7 meter length, the ordinate is how much? For 2.7 meter, the ordinate is, we need to calculate the value. So you can do it. It is 106.35. Please check the answers. This ordinate is 106.35. This is the ordinate. बस मला तेवढंच पाहिजे. So now if I consider over here, this is my rectangular soil pressure and this is the triangular soil pressure. So I know both the ordinates. This is the rectangular soil pressure, this is the triangular soil pressure. Now if I see the upward portion, here there will be the dead load of hill slab and also the load of this backfill where the soil is there. Okay. So in this portion here, soil is present. Soil is present. Now, if I show the CG of each diagram, so I will show it. So the CG of rectangle may be somewhere here. The force which is acting, maybe it will be like this. It may be like in this direction. Okay. Then so this is the force. Now if I consider again the CG of this small triangle, the CG will be somewhere here. And if you show the force, it will move from this point up to here like this. Then dead load of this hill slab. So for the dead load, here somewhere the CG will be there. And from this CG, the dead load is acting. It will act like this. This is the dead load. And the weight of backfill. So for the weight of backfill, CG of this may be somewhere here, situated somewhere here. And from this now this backfill is acting. So this is the backfill, soil pressure. So now what I am going to do, the force which is moving upward, I will take their moments as the positive moments, and the forces which are moving downwards, I will take their moments as the negative moments. Okay. So now for that, here I will write bending moment mu is equal to, first of all, this area, it is 67.11 into 2.7 into, so now the CG is here, 67 is this, 2.7 is this. So movement I want around this section. So here dimension एवढं किती असणार आहे? So if this is rectangle, then it will be 2.7 by 2. This is 2.7 by 2. Then plus next force. So next is this triangular force. This ordinate is 106.35, so which will act from here. So here it is the right angle triangle. So from section it is at a distance of b by 3. So I will write that half into base into height ordinate is 106.35 into h by 3. Okay. It will be 2.7 by 3. Then last two forces minus this dead load. This dead load will be 2.7 into 0.3 into 25, and it will act at the center of this, so it is 2.7 by 2. It will act at the center. And then again minus backfill. So again it is rectangular pressure. It will be 2.7 into 6.4 into 18. Now it is soil, so don't multiply by 25. We have here multiplied by 25 to dead load of hill slab because it is made up of concrete. But the soil above which is retaining, you have to take the density of the soil. So soil into, now this is the centroid. Centroid is here. So this distance, this horizontal distance will be 2.7 by 2. Therefore, mu is equal to, calculate now. What is the answer? Let me know the answer. Please solve it. Okay, so I have got the answer 73.41 kilonewton meter. Okay. We will consider the magnitude only. Answer is minus, correct? So magnitude only. So now we will take the check for depth of hill slab. So next is the check for depth of hill slab. Now hill slab check for depth. So now for hill slab, now for the hill slab again, the bending moment is 73.41 into 10 raised to 6, which is equal to 0.138 FCK B D required square. Therefore, D required is equal to, calculate the D required. What is the answer? 163.08. Okay. Which is less than D provided 260 mm. So this is safe. 163.08. So which is safe. Okay. Now go for the reinforcement details. Reinforcement of hill slab. Reinforcement of hill slab. Again use the same formula. Now I will directly write the values. D divided by Fy 1 minus under root 1 minus 4.6 into 73.41 FCK B D square. Solve this and let me know the answer. AST is equal to What is the answer? Eight 38.52. Okay, so 838.52 mm square. Okay. So again, if you use 16 mm bar diameter, then number of bars is equal to 838.52 divided by area of single bar. So 4.17, which is equal to 5 numbers. So here calculate AST provided. So calculate AST provided, which is equal to 5 bars we are going to provide, each of bar diameter 16 mm. So let me know the answer. What is the AST provided? Calculate now. Check it, it is 1005.30. Is it right? Okay. Mm square. So now calculate the spacing. Spacing is equal to spacing S is equal to, how do we calculate the spacing? So area of single bar divided by AST provided, it is 1005.30 into width 1000. So calculate it now. $200. Okay. So it is 200 mm center to center. So here you can write provide 16 mm diameter bar about 200 mm center to center. So this is your main steel or distribution steel. What we have calculated, this is our main steel. So this is our main steel in hill slab. Now we will calculate the distribution steel. Distribution steel. So to calculate the distribution steel again, ASTD is equal to 0.12 by 100 into 1000 into 300. So it is 360 mm square. So we have already done this now. Distribution steel. Same thing. We have already done this here. On this slide, it is everything is there. So I will directly write provide 12 mm bars about 250 mm center to center. So here I can write provide 12 mm bars about 250 mm center to center. This is what? This is distribution. Oh, Shinde sir. Okay. So this is the design of stem we have finished, design of toe slab we have finished, design of what we can say this heel slab also it is finished. Okay. So now we will do the design of counterfort. We will do the design of counterfort. So before doing the design of counterfort, here the design of shear key is there. Okay. So design of shear key is there. So in that we can say that provide a shear key for a depth of 300 mm or 200 mm is the minimum depth. So it is sufficient for the shear key. So here now we will do that. Okay, so design of the shear key. Now you need to tell me the values because I am not having the values where what the summation W, summation M, all those whatever values I am going to ask you need to tell me those values. Okay. So now first of all we will calculate the passive earth pressure. So here next is the design of shear key. So in this first is passive earth pressure coefficient Kp is equal to 1 upon Ka which is equal to 1 upon Ka value is 1 by 3. So Kp is 3. Okay. So then now Fs is equal to the formula is 0.9 mu W plus coefficient of passive earth pressure Kp into soil intensity into area. आलात का? तर एक मिनिट तुम्ही याच्यासाठी okay. So now area and whole divided by force is P. Force is P. So this Fs value, okay, this Fs value it is 1.4. Now we will go by another thing. What we will do, we will write here provide a depth of shear key as 300 mm. So now already I am providing the depth over here. So we need to check now whether after providing this depth of 300 mm, if the value of your factor of safety Fs it is greater than 1.4, then it is okay. Okay. If the value is not greater than 3.4, 1.4, it is less than 1.4, then again we have to increase the depth. So we have provided the depth of 300 mm. So let us see what value of Fs we will get. So Fs is equal to, it is 0.9 into mu is 0.5 into W. What was the value of W we have calculated earlier? Summation W we have done that. What was that value?
389.04.
It is 389.04. Okay. So this is 389.04. This is first bracket plus passive earth pressure is 3 into soil intensity. So soil intensity below this point we have to take. So at a distance of 3 meter, what was the soil intensity at a distance of 3 meter? We have calculated soil intensity here. This soil intensity, this total soil intensity is 185.28. So this is the soil intensity, total soil intensity. Because your shear wall will be here. Sorry, shear key will be provided here. This is the place for providing the shear key over here. So the intensity at that point is 185.28. So this we should consider over here 185.28 into area. It is 1 into 0.3. 300 is the depth. So area will be 1 into 0.3 divided by P. What was the value of P? At the start we have calculated while calculating overturning moment. We have calculated the total value of P.
134.67.
134.67. Okay. This is 134.67. Now solve this and let us check that this value is greater than 1.4 or less than 1.4. Solve it now. What is the value? 2.5. Okay. So Fs is equal to 2.5, which is greater than 1.4. Hence, safe and depth is sufficient. Okay. So if we provide the depth of this 300 mm, then it is sufficient over here. Okay. So now we will stop for today over here. Now still the problem is not over. Now after this we have to design the counterfort. So in the counterfort we have to finalize the depth of the counterfort. After that we have to design the vertical steel, then horizontal steel, and then the problem will over after the sketch of reinforcement details. So some part is also still remaining. So in the next lecture we will take that. So today we will stop over here. So now I will take the screenshot of the attendance first, and then you drop down your roll number into the chat box. Or you drop down your roll number into the chat box. After that, you can leave the meeting if you want.